5 yards on the game's first play, second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Hurts going to move him around. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. Barkley inside handoff. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's taken down inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Derwin James with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
A run once more with Hampton. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Great. Hey, let's go.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now inside the 25. Devontae Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 61 yards. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense could go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hampton. Sheds him off at the 45. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll work inside here. Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton 25 yards. And the Chargers have regained the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Hurts. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 55 yards. And the Eagles had taken the lead.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10.
Chargers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And the Chargers 1st down. 24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go now.
On play action, they'll throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Keon White got in there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Now this one finds McConkey. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a 3rd and long. look to throw here.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
180, 180.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Chargers in good field position to start out. First and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That one complete to McConkey.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, it got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up fourth down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how...
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, 77 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Up the middle with Barkley. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
On second and 11 now. Hurts. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Hampton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Down the left sideline. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 57 yards. And the Chargers have scored again in this third quarter. This time the move out in front. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup
from the 38, Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Barkley hit when the ball pops free.
And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
And the red. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 98 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
15 yards there for number 15. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Hampton.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
On the give, this is Hampton.
It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Hampton. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
In motion, the tight end.
Hampton going to try to punch it in.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Chargers. From 4 yards out.
And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Eagles 28.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. Great, set. All right, what up? Delta.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Second down, 8 yards to go.
No, set. Hey, let's go.
Throwing is Hurts.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Second down, goal to go.
They give it off here to the tight end. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Great, set. And anyone, hey, 7-3. Crowd left, Yanni.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Don't touch that. On anyone, huh? $63. Don't touch.
Hurts now, hoping to make up for that pick six. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
73. Don't touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a play in the catch.
And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check go.
Now Thomas. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Los Angeles, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.